here some chapter names are there. In that one, some of the topics are deleted. Actually, it is the old one. Okay, it is the old one. So what are the chapters we had to study and what are the chapters important to us in the chemistry means here? So one is the mole concept, redox reactions, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, What are the chapters means here? Mole concept is there, redox reactions are there, electrochemistry was there, chemical kinetics, solutions and colligative properties, and general organic chemistry, stereochemistry and all we are going to study under the general organic chemistry only. Next, hydrocarbons, alkyl halides and aryl halides, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acids, okay, and carbohydrates, amino acids they had given. In this one, polymer is not there. Polymers is deleted portion. And aromatic compounds it is there. Atomic structure is there. Chemical bonding is there. Chemical equilibrium, okay, and ionic equilibrium both are there. And in this one is deleted. And new environmental chemistry also it is deleted. Okay. See, thermodynamics is there. Thermodynamics, transition elements and coordination compounds, periodic table and p-block elements, which are deleted. Just I'm going to be erase that one. Okay. What are the chapters are deleted that we are going to be removed from the list? After that, we can take it out here. So what are the chapters are there? So now this one, surface chemistry also it is deleted, metallurgy also deleted. Okay. And nuclear chemistry also it is deleted. Okay. This one, gas state also it is deleted. Gas state also it is deleted. Okay, so this is about your JEE main syllabus. In this one, so what are the main important chapters we are having means here? So from where they're asking the more number of questions means atomic structure it is there, chemical bonding is very, very important. Okay, chemical equilibrium and ionic equilibrium, thermodynamics, transition elements and coordination compounds, periodic table and p-block elements. In this p-block elements means we are going to study up from 13th group to 18th group elements. From 13th to 18th group elements we are going to study. Okay. Now, in this one some interlinked chapters are there. So better we'll start from the mole concept. Okay, ma? So somebody also they joined. So are there Sriyuta? Tanishk C. Hi Tanishk.
Yes,
Tanishka.
sir.
Tanishka. All girls. Okay, good. Okay. So Tanishka, you are from which college, ma?
Narayana, sir.
Narayana. Which branch, ma?
PH campus.
PH campus. It is located at
Panjagutta.
Panjagutta. Okay. Right. Ma. So have you wrote JEE exam, which they conducted in the January month?
It was good only, sir.
Okay, so then you are trying for the best again. So you have one more chance also. Okay, so try your level best. So better to score more than that one. Okay, hope so. So these classes are helpful to you to get us a good score in the JEE examination. Okay, ma?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So wish you all the best for upcoming examinations. Okay, in this one. So first, you had to what you had to do means here. So still how many days is that when you are having JEE exam? Exactly. Upcoming exam?
On April 15th, sir.
On April 15th. So I think so hardly we are having 25 days, sir.
Yes, sir. Roughly.
Roughly 25 days it is that. Okay, so better to prepare well. So definitely you are going to score more than that one here. Okay, now in this one, first today we are going to discuss about the mole concept. I think so everyone is having idea about the mole concept. Is it right? Still anyone you having doubt? Actually, where we are going to study mole concept and what all means here. we are going to study under the some basic concepts of chemistry. Some basic concepts of chemistry. Some basic concepts of chemistry. Okay. So under this chapter, we are going to study about mole concept. So mole concept is very, very important. Mole concept is very, very important to us. Okay. So is any old Samhita is old student. Hi Samhita.
Hi, sir.
How are you, ma?
I'm good, sir.
So how you wrote your exams?
Well, I wrote okay.
Okay, then fine. Right? So what about remaining other friends that they're going to join or not?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know. Okay. So anyway. So 11th standard also completed a exam. 11th and 12th both are completed, ma. Samita?
I'm in 12th, sir, so I think 11th also got completed.
Okay, okay. So then fine. So now, so we'll discuss about the some basic concepts of chemistry. So what is some basic concepts of chemistry, ma? So in this one, what we are going to study about here? So under the some basic concepts of chemistry, we are going to discuss about mole concept and law of chemical combination. One concept it is that. Okay, law of chemical combinations also it is there, and mole concept and empirical formula, molecular formula also we are going to be discussing. And one more concept is limiting reagent. These four concepts are very, very important for the JEE level examination. Okay, so what are the four concepts means here? So one is the law of chemical combinations. First of all, introduction part here, and another law of chemical combinations. Second one is mole concept, limiting reagent, and empirical formula and molecular formula. So these four concepts are very, very important, and calculation based questions are there in examination also. Okay, now let's see. First, we'll discuss about the some introduction part here. So what is the introduction means here? First, in the introduction part means what is meant by the John Dalton atomic theory. So John Dalton's atomic theory. Anyone of you can tell me what is meant by the John Dalton atomic theory? Dalton's atomic theory. Atomic theory. Dalton's atomic theory. So first of all, who proposed the atomic theory, ma? First, who proposed the atomic theory? John Dalton, he proposed the first atomic theory. So what is according to the John Dalton? So what is mean by the atom? What is mean by the atom? Sweeta, Tanishka, what is mean by the atom? Here, what is mean by the atom means here? According to the Daltons, atom is nothing but a smallest undivisible particle is called as an atom. Okay, so what is meant by the atom means here? A smallest undivisible particle. Smallest undivisible particle is called atom. Is called atom. Okay, right. So according to the John Dalton, the atoms of the same element having similar physical properties and chemical properties. Okay, so atoms of the same element having similar physical properties and chemical properties. The atoms of the different elements are having different physical properties and chemical properties. So what is the best example means I want to give some example here. So actually carbon can be exist in solid form or gaseous form. Carbon. If you give answers little bit fast means it is the crash course. I can't wait this much of time, okay, for the answers. If you know means say no, yes. Otherwise, if you know means please tell me the no. I'll give the answers here. Okay, Sriyuta, got it? Sriyuta, Tanishka. Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you know means just to say answer, just to give the answer. If you don't know means just say don't know, sir. Okay. So because of we have to complete the more syllabus in this one. Okay. So we have to complete more syllabus. Yeah. So that's why I'm asking here. So actually it is a basic concept, ma. Based on this one, what is meant by the atomic mass, what is meant by the molecular mass. Okay. Everything we are going to be discussing here. Okay. So first of all, what is meant by the atomic theory? Who proposed the John Dalton atomic theory means here? John Dalton atomic theory. The first atomic theory was proposed by the John Dalton. According to the John Dalton. So what is meant by the are having similar physical properties and chemical properties. Sir, what are the best example? Means carbon atoms are there. All carbon atoms are having similar physical properties and chemical properties. Okay. All oxygen atoms are there having similar physical properties and chemical properties. Okay. Now, in this one, the atoms of the different elements are having different physical properties and chemical properties. Sir, what is a simple example means carbon is exist in a solid form. Okay, and oxygen it is exists in a gaseous form. Their only physical property we are going to be different now. Carbon is a solid. Okay, oxygen is the gas. Carbon is the solid and oxygen is the gas. There only we had seen the different physical properties. That means the atoms of the different elements are having different physical properties and chemical properties. Now you got the clarity, all of you. Okay, so when two atoms are combining together to form as a molecule. Okay, atoms are combining together to form as a molecule. Okay, atoms are highly reactive. Okay, atoms that does not exist independently. So which one are going to be exist independently means here molecules are exist independently. So which one are going to be exist independently, ma? So molecules are exist independently. Atoms does not exist independently. Now you got the clarity. Okay, so based on this one, so what are the drawbacks of the Dalton's atomic theory? So what are the drawbacks of the Dalton's atomic theory means here? First of all, Dalton he failed to explain structure of the atom, subatomic particles present in an atom. Okay, so what are the failures of the Dalton's means here? So according to the Dalton, so Dalton he failed here to explain the subatomic particles present in an atom. Okay, and what is the another one means here? He failed how the atoms are combining together to form as a molecule. Okay, he failed to explain how the atoms are combining together to form as a molecule. Okay, and another one it is that. So already we know that experiment everyone. He failed to explain when the glass rod is rubbed with silk cloth or fur. Okay, it has an electrostatic attraction forces. Okay, have you seen that experiment or not? Everyone.
Yes, sir.
So generally, we are taking small pinch of paper in your hands and we are taking some scale or pen. Okay, and whenever you rub with for a silk cloth means whenever you place like this means that paper particles are attracting towards to the scale. Have you played or not? Samita, have you
Yes,
played
sir.
or
Yes, sir.
Sriyuta and Tanishka?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you played now. So without rubbing that one, if you place the scale or pen means these paper particles are there going to be attract towards to the scale, ma?
No,
No,
sir.
No. So whenever you're rubbing with the silk cloth only, it is going to be attract the particles. Na? That means whenever you're rubbing the scale with the fur or silk cloth means it generates the electricity. Okay. So electricity means that substance is containing the electrons only na here. Electrostatic attraction forces. Okay. It has a electrostatic attraction forces. That is also not explained by the John Dalton. Okay, sir, how he explained the John Dalton's atomic theory means here. So Dalton he explained the atomic theory based on law of chemical combinations. Law of chemical combinations. See, explained based on here law of chemical combinations. Okay, sir, how many types of the law of chemical combinations are there means here? So we have a different types of the law of chemical combinations are there. In that one, the first one is law of conservation of the mass. The first one is law of conservation of the mass. First one, law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. Okay, so what is with the law of conservation of mass? Any one of you? So who proposed the law of conservation of mass?
Created, not destroyed.
Very good, Samhita. Okay, so first, who proposed the law of conservation of the mass? Means law of conservation of mass is proposed by Lavoisier. Okay, so who proposed the law of conservation of mass means here law of conservation of mass is proposed by the Lavoisier. According to the law of conservation of the mass, so mass is neither created nor destroyed. Okay, so mass is neither created nor destroyed. So we can write another statement also. So what is the another statement we can write means here total mass of the reactants. Total mass of reactants is equal to total mass of the products. Total mass of products. Total mass of products. Okay, so the total mass of the reactants is equal to total mass of the product. Sir, how you are telling that? Is any example for that one means here? Definitely, ma'am. So for example, we are taking as a carbon. So carbon can be exist in a solid form. So 1 mole of the carbon is reacts with 1 mole of the oxygen. Okay, 1 mole of the oxygen. If it is reacts with 1 mole of the oxygen means it forms as a 1 mole of the carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so in this one, so what is meant by the atomic mass here? What is the atomic mass of the carbon?
12.
12. Very good. Atomic mass of the carbon is equal to 12 grams. What is the molecular mass of the oxygen? What is the molecular mass of the
32.
oxygen? 32. So 32 grams. Okay, and total mass of the carbon dioxide? 44 grams. Okay, 44 grams. So according to the statement, the total mass of the reactant, that means 12 plus 32 is equal to how much? 44 grams only now. Total mass of the reactants is equal to total mass of the products. Okay, so based on that one, what we can summarize here? So according to this one, mass is neither created nor destroyed. Okay, so the total mass of the reactants is equal to total mass of the products. So who proposed the law of conservation of mass means law of conservation of mass is proposed by Lavoisier. Until here, clear everyone? Do you have any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
In the examination, how they're asking the question means here, they're asking some of the examples. Okay, if they had given some example means you have to find out the given example is, okay, the given example is satisfies the law of conservation of mass or other laws here. Okay, so examples are very, very important. Right? Now, second law. So what is the second law means here? Law of definite proportion. Law of definite proportion. Definite proportions or constant proportion or constant proportions or constant proportion. So what is the law of definite proportion or constant proportions? Okay, so what is the law of definite proportion or constant proportion means if you take any compound, if you take any chemical compound, okay, if you take any chemical compound, in that one, the elements are present in a simple ratio. Okay, the elements are present in a simple ratio. They combined in a fixed ratio. Okay, they combined in a fixed ratio. That is only we can call it as a definite or constant proportion. Who proposed the definite proportion? Definite or constant proportion means Proust. Who proposed means here Proust scientist, he proposed the law of definite proportion. Now, for example, if you take any chemical compound, okay, so for example, can I take a simple compound, ma? Can I take a simple compound here? So,
Yes, sir.
or in any simple example, you only take any chemical compound. Simple compound you can tell. I will explain that.
NO2.
NO2. Very good one. NO2. Okay. So here NO2. Ma, in NO2, what is the atomic mass of the nitrogen?
14.
Very good, ma. So 14 grams. And what is the mass of the oxygen here?
32.
30 grams. Okay. Now you got the clarity. That means when the 14 grams of the nitrogen is reacts with 32 grams of the oxygen, then only it forms as a NO2. Okay. Otherwise, if you change any masses, means either it forms as a, for example, 14 grams of the nitrogen is reacts with 16 grams of the oxygen. If it reacts with 16 grams of the oxygen, means either it forms as a NO2 or NO. You got my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in any compound, if you take, means here, they are combined in a fixed ratio, in a definite ratio. So that is only we can call as a law of definite proportion or constant proportion. Okay. So in any compound, elements are present in a, okay, fixed proportion by mass. Fixed proportion by mass. Okay. And what is the third law? So what is the third law means here? Law of multiple ratio. Law of multiple ratio. Multiple proportions. Law of multiple proportions. Okay, who proposed the law of multiple proportions means here? John Dalton. Multiple proportions. Law of multiple proportion. Who proposed the law of multiple proportions means here? Dalton. So Dalton, he proposed the law of multiple proportion. Okay. So according to the John Dalton here. So what is the multiple proportion means? Here, two elements we are taking. How many elements we are taking, ma? We are taking as a two elements. For that one, clearly I am explaining here with example here. I am taking the nitrogen. So nitrogen is reacts with oxygen. Nitrogen gas is reacts with oxygen gas. It forms as a different mixture of products here. Okay, it forms as a different product. Okay. So when the nitrogen is reacts with oxygen, it forms as a different products. Okay. So any one of you can you tell me what are the different products that is going to be formed? Sriyuta.
2NO.
NO2, NO,
Very good. NO, NO2, N2O3. Okay. So N2O4, N2O5. In this one element we are taking as a constant. One element we are taking as a constant. Other element is, now what is the other element? It is that means nitrogen is the constant. Okay. NO we can write as a N2O2 also we can write as here. Okay. It is a monomer form. Actually dimer form means we can write as a N2O2. Okay. So this we can write as a N2O4 also we can write. N2O4, N2O4, N2. Okay, N2O4 also it is correct only. In this one, nitrogen we kept as a constant. Which one is the constant? It is there, ma. Nitrogen is the constant. It is there. Okay. Now, if you check it out the oxygen, if you check it out the oxygen, if you check it out the oxygen means here the total how many oxygens are there? 3 oxygens. 3 oxygen with the total mass of the oxygen is equal to we can take as a 48 now. Okay. In this one, oxygen is 32 grams. It is there. In this one, first one is oxygen is 16 grams. It is there. And last one in this one, N2O4, what is the mass of the oxygen? 64. And what is the mass of the oxygen in N2O5? 16 5
80.
80. Now, if you see the oxygen volume, oxygen is multiple ratio, it will be then. Na? Okay, 16:1, 16, 16:2 is 32, 16:3 is 48, 16:4, 64, 16:5. Okay, now, so when one element is reacts with the another element to form as a mixture of products. Okay, in that one element is in a constant ratio, it is that other elements are present in a multiple ratio. Other elements are present in a simple multiple ratio. When they're present in a simple multiple ratio, means that is only we can call as a law of multiple proportions. That is only we can call as a law of multiple proportions. Okay, and another one also is the law of reciprocal proportion. Law of reciprocal proportion. Law of reciprocal proportions. So what is the law of reciprocal proportion? Means law of reciprocal proportion is proposed by Richard. So proposed by Richard scientists. Sir, what is the law of reciprocal proportion means? For example, first of all, I'm taking as a two different elements. I'm taking as a two different elements. So that means hydrogen I'm taking here, and another side I'm taking as a sulfur. If these two elements are combined with the oxygen, third element. For example, if the hydrogen is reacts with oxygen, means it forms as a water molecule only, na? H2. It forms as here water molecule. Similarly, if the sulfur is reacts with oxygen, ma, what are the product it forms?
SO2.
Which one, ma?
SO2.
SO2. Similarly, when two different elements are combined with the third element to form as a different products, that two elements also chemically combined together to form as a product, na? That means these two elements also chemically combine together to form as a product. That means if the hydrogen and sulfur are react together, means what is the product it is forming?
H2S.
Ma? H2S. It forms as a H2S. What is the product it forms, ma? It forms as a H2S. Okay. Now, in water molecule, what is the percentage of the hydrogen and oxygen? What is the mass of the hydrogen and what is the mass of the oxygen?
2:8.
2:16, ma.
1:8.
Then you will get as a 1:8. Then Sriyuta, in sulfur dioxide. So what is the mass ratio of the sulfur and oxygen? Sriyuta.
32
Very good.
is to 32. 1:1.
So 1:1 ratio. Okay. Next, Tanishka. Tanishka, what is the ratio of hydrogen and sulfur in hydrogen sulfide?
Yes, sir.
So what is the ratio of hydrogen and sulfur in hydrogen sulfide? 2:32, ma. So 2:32 means how much will get? So 1:16 only, na? Okay, so 1:16, ma. So 1:16 means once you check it out, ma. So all are 1:8, 1:1, 1:16. All these are we can call as a simple whole number ratios. Okay, so how we can define the law of reciprocal proportions means here. So law of reciprocal proportions is proposed by Richard. Okay, and when two elements are chemically combined together with the third molecule, it forms as a different molecule, different molecules. That two elements also chemically combined to form as a new product. That is only we can call as a law of reciprocal proportion. In all the compounds, elements are present in a simple whole number ratio by mass. Okay, in all the compounds, elements are present in a simple whole number ratio by mass. That is only we can call as a law of reciprocal proportion. And law of Gay-Lussac law here. Okay, so Gay-Lussac law. Gay-Lussac law. Okay, so what is with the Gillistock law? So Gillistock law means here at similar temperature and pressure. At similar temperature and pressure. That means similarly what we can call here at constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of gases. Okay, equal volume of gases are chemically combined together to form as a product. Okay, so that is also it contains the equal volume. Okay, so simply how we can define this Gillistock law means here at a constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of the gases, reactant gases are equal to the products here. Equal volume of the gases is containing here. All reactants and products are they contains the equal volume. Now we got the clarity, ma? According to the Gillistock law, at a constant temperature and pressure, equal volume of the reactants are contains equal volume of the products. So now you got the clarity. Okay. And Avogadro law also it is that. So what is the Avogadro law means here? Equal volume of the gases. Okay. Equal number of moles. Number of moles of equal volume of the gases is containing equal number of moles. Avogadro law. Avogadro's law here. Okay, so that means, for example, so V is equal to N, we can write here. So V is equal to, we can write as a N. That means equal volume of the gases is containing equal number of moles. That it is explained by here, Avogadro's law. So all these are the different laws are there. All these different laws are proposed by different scientists. So based on that one, sometimes they're asking the questions in the examination part. Okay. So until here clear? I think so. I taught a little bit fast. Hope so everyone you understood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone you understood, Nama? So okay. So based on this one, just I'm going to forward some small assignment to you. You solve that one. If you're having any doubts, means we'll clarify that one. Okay. Yeah. So we'll continue in the next class. I think so. Next you're having the class now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And tomorrow onwards, and I'm going to teach little bit fast. If you don't mind me, I'll go little bit fast because of we have to complete all the main portion, main chapters I have to complete. Is it
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yes, sir.
Sriyuta?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, that's fine.
Okay, then so tomorrow I'll go little bit fast. Okay, so tomorrow we'll finish this chapter and we'll discuss some of the questions also, previous year questions also. Okay, so based on this one, some previous year questions also it is that 2019 also they asked and 2020 also they asked based on the law of chemical combinations. Okay, so once you check it out all that questions. Okay, so we'll continue in the next class. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So we'll see you tomorrow.